Hey everyone, can you hear me? Sound check, sound check. Woohoo! Hey Joshi, welcome. My bubble is moving. The question is, can you hear me? If I do this, can you hear me now? Let's see if we can get some of these obnoxious interruptions out of the way from make an improvement to yesterday's stream. Welcome, California. What's that song? Something about Hotel California. That song has a deeper meaning, which I have absolutely no clue about, but it's great to have you. Thank you guys so much. Now, at the end of yesterday's live stream, can you believe it? I had a sore throat. That just goes to show you, I don't talk much around here. You wouldn't think it. I listened to some of my live stream back yesterday just to see if there's any improvements that need to be made. And before we get into the roasting of the deep dive leca and microfiber video, I wanted to ask you at your end for some feedback with regards to the restream quality of the video. Anybody here that is a playback person that watched it on playback once it had uploaded, I just want to know if your quality, the visual, is okay. If there's anybody here that saw the live but on replay, just to ask. If not, it doesn't really matter that much because at this point in time I can't change it. Never mind the distortions, those are in the videos. Okay, so a long time ago, Gloria Estrella Aritas, if I mention that name, Gloria Stella Aritas, had a request about how I use the microfiber for my leca. And this stream, thank you, Fernanda, I appreciate that. Okay, watch me yodel, Robert, and then tell me afterwards how it sounds. And anyway, so I made this very early days, and I thought that this might be a good one to roast and also to see if I still agree with what I said back then. But not only that, I want everybody to know that this stream is not about just me and this video and me talking to you. If you want me to stop the stream at any point in time, I'm going to be watching the chat at the same time. I can stop it and I can invite you. I can bring, and not invite you, you are invited. I can bring you on the panel and then we talk orchids. Anything that comes to your mind as whatever we're doing on the stream, on the video, or anything that's happening in your collection. And then, you know, the stream can go in any direction. It doesn't have to be what I say. What I say is when I do my videos and then we interact in the comment section. But the live streams is mainly there to focus on everybody watching who even doesn't create content to come up and say either, hi, how's it doing? What's wrong with the collection? What's going on with the collection? Your collection, not mine. Okay, with that being said, as things progress, I may end up repeating myself just to remind people if they join in at a later stage, just to remind people that this is not about you listening to me again. This is about getting a communication flow going with all of you and one-on-one or 6-on-1 because I can have 6 people in total on this panel if we were to get that crowded, let's just say. All right, your opinion matters to me, and I'm sure is of great interest also to many. You and me both, Joshi, you and me both. It's also an interaction video for everybody that would watch this stream at a later stage. And if I start to sound a little bit croaky, I will turn my mic off and have a little bit of a drink of water because, yeah, you know, my pipes are not used to this continuous jibber jabber. Anywho, Morena Merten, good evening. Buenas tardes, buenas noches. I feel like we're already in midnight. It's so dark here. Good to have you. Thank you, Morena, for being here. Okay, let's get into what I think about the video deep dive leca and microfiber. Well, first of all, these thumbnails, I was so proud of them. I wanted a beautiful image and then a beautiful font. And I thought, you know, if people don't see a picture, then maybe the curiosity will make them click on the video. Turns out you have probably seen how my thumbnails have progressed throughout my channel. And yeah, the mindset and the mind frame of YouTube and the viewers is not that you see a beautiful graphic with some letters on it. They want to see a little bit more. So yeah, there's an evolution happening with my thumbnails. Right, that was a thought I had yesterday, but I was getting ahead of myself. So leca and microfiber, let's listen. And we're going to turn the volume down. And if I talk over this, oh, I don't even have to. Hello, live chat. How are you? Dija Media, it's good to have you. That is so appreciated. Thank you. Thumbs up was always appreciated. It helps the algorithm, helps YouTube find me. Anyway, yes, okay, feedback, because I'm reducing the volume of the video as such, because if I talk at the same time, I still, you know, I learned something new yesterday. That was awesome. And then check this out. I love me requests. And I thought it would be nice to make a rudimentary hand-drawn heart around the comment with the question in it. And I look at this now and I'm like going, yeah, no, no, eso no es bueno. So yeah, I fandangled my own new sophisticated heart. So yeah, we've updated that. Happy I did that, and no regrets there. Let me know how it sounds when I'm talking over my own video. Oh, we're back in the FaceTime setting. Or are we? Yes, we are. Are we? Okay. I don't even know anymore.
This is the first time I'm using a tripod, so I hope...
Oh yes, I bought myself a tripod and we were doing a bit better.
Okay, because I currently am not using a microphone, but I am doing this inside so that there's less distortion from the noise on the outside.
And then there's Ciliano bursting my bubble with his chirps.
So there's that. But the next one that will come up will be Thierry Henry, because...
Oh, my baby. Oh, no. Okay. Clearly, I did not rewatch a video before I'm going to roast it, because that wouldn't be a fair reaction anyway. Oh, baby. Sorry, I didn't know that he was... Yeah, okay. Whew. Hard to hear the video at your end, okay?
My whereabouts.
We'll go up a bit.
And why am I chatting to myself here in what is my dining room?
Let me know if that's better.
Gloria, Stella, Arita.
Yes.
Sent me.
This is a reoccurring problem with my videos.
So potting up using microfiber.
With my early videos, I was very detached. I didn't feel necessarily nervous, but I can hear when I'm listening back now, I'm like going, oh girl, put some pep into your voice, show some enthusiasm for the hobby, and etc. And it's all like yawn and snooze mode. So yeah, once again, massive appreciation to everybody that even watched these videos. Thank you so much.
And I'm like, okay.
Thank you, Robert, for that feedback.
But how? I don't really have anything to pot. But it doesn't matter. I wanted to try something with my Podangus dactyliotheros. Because I'm not quite happy.
That was spelt wrong. That was spelt wrong. Oh my word. Oh, and it's not even in italics. Oh, how we're dealing with a species. What did you do? Ooh, that's negative points. Oh, and yes, and this was my first Podangus. I've had 2 since then, and the third one is doing really well. Meanwhile, I need to bring it inside. Note to self. Listen to me.
Because I'm not quite happy how it's just producing a root, and this one has stalled.
But it was doing well before you killed it.
Semi-hydro setup. So I thought, well, why not do something with that instead of guessing around and get on with it and do it in this video.
Yeah, well, we had the answer now. It's dead.
Can hear me okay? And let's get started.
Don't like my arms.
So basically, Gloria and anybody else who's interested, this is a mop strand from a big mop. It used to be a very big mop, as you can see.
Oh my
gosh. I cut all the strands
guys,
off.
I'm so sorry.
Leaves me with strips like this. So these ones.
Do you see that heating device in the back there? My beautiful, you know, what should be the centerpiece of my dining room table, which is now my desk. That thing, I love the architecture of that candle thing, but you put 4 big candles on that and that'll take the heat, that'll take the bite of chill out of the air very, very quickly. That is my heating, my heating kit.
Are quite good for my vandas in the summer.
Yeah,
because I wrapped
that didn't turn out well. That whole comment didn't age well either.
And then I'll just keep spraying the roots, and at least they will retain more humidity.
They were still a little bit
Looks
smaller.
funny, but it works.
Yes, and it looks awful now.
This is actually an awesome little thing that, as a remnant, I brush the orchid leaves in the winter with it. I don't wet them.
Yeah, I designed that, Robert.
But I can use this as a little...
That sideboard is designed by moi, including the interior. I did the whole thing for an apartment I used to share with somebody else. I did the whole thing. My design. I'm glad you like it. It's been to Dallas and back.
Little, you know, take the leaf and you brush off the top, just a bit superficial.
And you can see all Dallas cowboy colors, huh?
Talk about recycling. So basically, if I do have a repot, and I use microfiber strands in a normal pot, like with a setup like this, I have the inner mask.
Wow.
With holes in the bottom.
How many?
And then
that looks like a lot of holes. I don't even remember that my pots have that many holes. Oh gosh.
And what I just generally do is I
take ouch. Sorry for any headphone hearers. Ah, no, chiquilla, ¿qué haces? Oh, there's a sticker on that pot. Ooh, I'm a sticker fiend. Yeah, and I was going to put some kind of a case or like an orb thing onto that counter for some more very high humidity orchids. That never manifested itself. But yeah, something like that was in the works in my mind. The sticker fiend. No stickers on my property.
Is inside. If it's an oncidium, for example, that is very thirsty.
Speaking of thirsty, it needs some water.
So I take one and I just feed it through the outer holes and stick it through like that. You see the dangly bits down there?
Dangly bits!
They hang in the reservoir and act as the wicking thing. Now, what
18 minutes of this
is if the roots are thirsty, like for example an oncidium.
18 minutes of this.
Raise the root a little higher, making the strand.
That is still true. I still do that today. Yes, I still do that on occasions.
I fill the leca in and keep those like a loop on the top.
Okay.
And the leca goes underneath, so I have an extra added.
My hands look younger. That's nice.
Wicking more effective for the very thirsty plants. All right.
Right, and now I just use either small leca or large leca.
If it's
So that has advanced and progressed since then. Back in those days, I didn't separate my leca, and I was using whatever came out of the bag and whatever cleaned it and, you know, all that. I never separated by size. So yes, I do the loop on occasions, depending on where the roots find themselves on the repot. If they're good and low in the pot, I don't do a loop. I do not put anything underneath. No leca goes underneath, and then I go by leca size based on what the size of the pot is, the roots, etc. Okay, that's evolved.
The other one,
and I don't have that bracelet anymore either.
Weaving them through the holes, but a little further apart.
And that's me hiding my face. Good, huh?
So that the reservoir is
because what do you do as you learn about editing? You can crop. Woohoo! I can crop now. That's me hiding my face. It took me quite a few minutes to figure out what am I gonna do? Which picture am I gonna choose?
Used in its entirety and not just through the middle, because I've got some OCD issues.
No, seriously? You do?
Sure they're straight, but that's not necessary. It'll wick either way. It'll wick. But now you see I have one flat on the bottom and one.
Gloria, that's probably why I don't see you anymore. I wouldn't come back after this video either.
And then here you can see the strands.
Oh
will
dear.
reach the bottom of the reservoir, and the middle ones.
Yeah, hiding behind Ciliano.
From
Yeah.
the jump straight, and when it lowers a bit, of course they won't, but that won't matter by that time.
Okay.
The loop will have done its job until I refill the reservoir again.
Just not with this
And
orchid.
it's great this way for
Disclaimer. Disclaimer, this orchid died. If anybody is just coming into the room, this is not a successful repot for the Podungus. This was mainly to explain how I work with microfiber and trying to get the wicking efficacy to go to the surface of the pot. The orchid didn't make it. Now, I believe I could do a Podungus in leca and self-watering, but I'm not going to try it again because the one I have now is a gift. So I'm going to play it safe. But yeah, do not think that you can transplant or do whatever with a Podungus based on this video, okay? That would require a lot more explanation. So that's my disclaimer.
But in the winter, you don't want to overwater them unless they're in active growth and it's their climate. Then at least the longest strands will remain in the deposit, because I don't fill the deposit up full in winter.
Yeah, I like what she's saying. Yeah,
so
that's
only
still
2 strands that will actually reach the deposit.
Yep.
So I think
I like what she's
really
saying.
Well.
I agree with this one.
It's one of those casual coincidences that actually worked perfectly.
Casual coincidences.
Then
is that even a thing?
Fill
I don't know.
in, and then I put the plant and top it off, and that would be
stating the obvious. That would be stating the obvious. That sticker is driving me nuts.
My Podungus is a little bit different, and that's why I thought this would be a good time to show another option of semi-hydro and microfiber if you're not going to use a deposit.
Those are jump cuts, or what is going on? Why did probably jump cuts?
Like this.
Listen to me talk the lingo like I know.
Roots, and you need it to get as much humidity to the top as possible. Without
croak. Okay.
You know, flooding everything out.
Ooh,
so I'm going to
cutting. Oh, and holding it upside down. What are you doing? No. Oh, never do that.
That I use some
do not hold your mounts upside down if you're cutting. You never know when it's going to flop. Ooh, the breakage. Ooh, I need a fan. Ooh, that made me nervous. Oh, am I so glad I don't use the sphagnum moss fund like this anymore. Oh, so glad. Carefully, she says. Yes! I'm burping my orchid.
I can't really see it right now because it's the same color. It's quite green, dark green.
Oh, ick. Even watching me do that.
There we go, without messing up the little one. I want to see if I can grow this little one right here.
Nope, that didn't, no.
I don't think
work.
It's going to do much, but it's been like that for a year, so.
Well, there you go.
So pretty much with this Podungus, I've been toying with the idea of putting it into a semi-hydro setup, but hesitating as well.
Why?
As you do. You always double guess. Well, I always question myself anyway.
That hasn't changed. I still double. I still question myself. All the time.
Not a big deal. I mean, normally they say take off everything.
What is it with that screen going like that?
And,
look at this, boing, boing, boing.
Roots and this, that, and the other, especially with microbes developing. But on a little one like that, it's not going to be that big a deal because this will be flushed regularly just to keep the oxygen flow going.
Yes, that still applies.
So,
yes,
case,
true. Yeah,
2 holes.
I agree.
I made it a little bit higher up because the fact that it's quite a tall glass.
Yes.
But I want
that still applies.
All the way to the top. So I've got
Wow.
this one microfiber strand, which is the half of this
That one.
size.
It's
And I'm going to
talking,
lower
you know,
it
stretching your
to
resources.
the
That's
pot
what it's
and
called.
leave it out sticking up to the top. This way it is stuck in the reservoir.
Okay.
Now I have some other things that I prefer to do because I'm not sure about the stability of this little one.
Yeah. And I like that too. And I've been racking my brain, Robert. How can I do that? But I want a baked piece of cork bark. I want a baked piece of cork bark. Actually, if I do anything out there with anything organic, it has to be baked cork. And I'm not buying any more air plants.
When it's in the pot. I'm a little bit concerned.
You should be.
So for the sake of
This is your
video,
future
I'm just
talking.
gonna
You
do
should
this
be.
because it can go
This is.
very bad.
Mm-hmm.
It can actually backfire a little bit because I've
It
been
did.
moving the plant too much to get to what I want to do. But I'm going to make like a little support inside the pot that will help me stabilize the plant.
Fernanda, I don't know how they do it. I mean, it sounds so simple. You would think, yeah, get yourself some cork bark, shove it in the oven after you've scrubbed it, soaked it, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Aquarium outlets have fake bark. No, I'm talking about baked, as in B, baked, sterilized, baked to harden it off. Because if I took fake, that would work. Also, fake bark, maybe. And I have to think about the weight, especially when I'm schlepping orchids in during the winter now. I mean, if I had to carry in my aphyllum mount, I wouldn't know where to put it because it's that heavy. So, yeah, because I don't want to lose my Victoria Regina. And that's the thing. This stuff that I just took the podangus off is the rubbish bark from a cork tree, which I bought in a garden center. And I thought that's going to work, blah, 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 because my aphyllum mount worked so well. But it's a completely different thing. And my Victoria Regina is on one of those mounts that the podangus just came off of. And I need me something now for when the time comes so that I don't have to delay. You know, I think my Victoria Regina is just being held together by moss, live moss. I want something like I had with my aphyllum, and then I would have no issues remounting my Victoria Regina.
On the surface.
Yeah, okay.
So
well, I am so glad, or at least I hope, that the flow of my speech has improved. Because,
a bit of more stability,
girl,
and then I don't take
you're giving me anxiety.
It also in future helps me direct some growth.
Yes, that is expensive. And we can't even get it here. No, don't send me any.
Help if it's a windy day.
Fernanda, escúchame.
A little loop and a support a little bit.
Hey, Andyland! Woohoo! Voice, hello. Woohoo! How are you? Cartwheels around the patio. Andyland has entered the building.
It helps also in how to grow the growth, which direction. So I don't normally remove them once a plant is established.
And what I don't do either, because I'm stretching resources, is making these triple loops around my bases and then securing them and winding them around the base again. That's a load of nonsense, because the weight of the media now holds what I put down into place, and there is no need to keep using so much material. Okay, that's great, Fernanda, because what I say is not meant or as a hint, okay? Don't. Thank you, but don't. Fiberglass branches. I'll keep all of that in mind. This chat has longevity, Robert. Thank you.
So this is pretty crude looking, but it
sure is. But you know, sometimes things are, yeah, it's effective. Crude, but effective.
Like I said, first time.
First time what? When did you say that? What did I miss?
And then you have
why did you say that?
Thing to tie your orchid to.
Okay, but
this
did I use it this time?
More in the middle.
Oh, I did use it.
I bend it down. This wire is plastic coated.
Yes.
I haven't used it for the majority of my orchids because back in the day it was too much of an investment.
But since then, all my orchids, pretty much except for the epidendrum hybrid thingamajigs. Yeah, I'm not using the white stuff. After seeing what it looks like on my fires, it looks like one of those water searching branches. It's like it's all over the place.
Hands taking a beating. Oh my word! They don't know whether they're coming or going. I'm moisturizing, sanitizing, moisturizing. I wear gloves when the groceries come in. I spray everything down with bleach.
Oh,
blah blah blah. And
welcome
like
to the cootie era. I was like, what are you talking about? You're not doing your manicure on this video. Why are you talking about this? And then this was the cooties era. Oh my goodness. All right. Ooh, gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh no. Oh gosh, back to the sanitizer. So they look a little bit.
Maybe I should moisturize more often because clearly all that did a great job on my hands.
Stick one of these things in the middle. Has a little circle on the bottom.
Okay, we've seen all that.
The plant is being placed.
11 minutes into the video and this woman hasn't even gotten to a point. Well, maybe 45 seconds of getting to a point with the microfiber. We haven't even seen anything happening.
Towards the center of the circle.
Yeah, we watched you do that. Why do you think people watching this can't see this for themselves?
So basically that goes then in the bottom of the pot.
Where else is it gonna go?
See the height here.
Oh my god.
Normally I don't poke my eyes out, but I am known to be a bit clumsy. A bit being an understatement, but
yeah, well, at least that's still true. Nothing's changed there then.
And keeping self-talk positive.
Yeah, stop with the psychology mumbo jumbo. Who cares? Who cares?
What I will do is stick the microfiber into the bottom, let it hang over the edge, but let it touch all the way to the bottom of the reservoir.
Okay, that's. I suppose I did say yesterday that I do repeat myself a lot. Certain things, I guess, are more important in the video, so I do bring them up regularly. And well, it is kind of important to get microfiber into the reservoir. Okay, I forgive myself for that one.
Pot with leca.
Ouch, that hurts on the ears.
Kind of epiphyte.
Whoa! I am so glad we have evolved from that. Oh, yikes, that noise. Horrible. Okay, that's like chalk against the chalkboard. Okay, we have evolved since then. Now we're doing the water potting up submerged water bath thingamajig. Oh, so much better. So glad that that changed. Oh, there's more of it.
Not so big leca. You see, now I can leave the little.
Yes, I know, and you should have said mind the noise.
I have actually gone through my leca bucket.
You didn't.
And picked out medium wood. Stay here. Of course.
Oh, you didn't.
To small size leca.
I just gave you a hard
time.
For the
purpose of the fact that I want these roots to go down. A ver.
Sí.
Estamos hablando español de vez en cuando, Gloria.
Ostras.
Así que.
Okay, stop. What?
So these guys.
I just knocked you out. It's not okay.
Because I don't have much.
I am still okay. I'm still doing that. I am still doing that. I didn't know I was doing that back then for specific orchids. Now I've got different storage containers for different size leca. But okay. Huh. I got a little bit more efficient. Oh my word.
As humid as possible around the plant.
Guys, if I ever do that now, I promise you, I would edit down that sound. You wouldn't be hearing it, or at least apologize. I mean, lady, what are you doing? At least apologize.
So I'm going to put it in a little bit deeper to begin with.
Oh, here we go.
My microfiber strand is still poking out the top. Now I'm going to put it around where I think.
And then Ciliano adds to it.
To search out the moisture. Just around the top there. And then I'll just fill it up. As you do.
As you do, okay.
And let's hope for the best because I really want.
It's 21 hours.
Oh, did you just hear that? That was my other computer telling me what time it is. He's bored too. My other computer is like, do you know what time it is?
I keep them because they have holes on the bottom. And when it comes to taking the leca out of my RO bucket, where I soak the leca, It just filters the water out because look, the nasty that's in there. Look at the color of that water.
I know, and that still happens. That still happens. Not as much as before, but even after all the boiling, the recycling, the soaking, the pre-soak, the rinsing, the I don't know what, it's like, yeah, why is it like this? All my storage containers are sealed, so it's not like dust is coming on them. Ugh.
So this is unfortunately really freshly prepared leca, which I'm not keen on.
I'm gonna forgive myself. I'm gonna forgive myself. Okay, I'm talking slowly. This is not true. This is not true, but I'm just gonna say it like this. I'm talking slowly and moving slowly because I think I was aware of the distortions and I was avoiding them because my software couldn't handle what I was trying to do. If I moved too fast, it was a problem. You saw that in the video yesterday. I haven't seen any distortions in this video, so that's my excuse.
But for the sake of this video, and the fact I've been toying with this idea for my podangas all this time, look at that, great measurements.
Yay, you did well. At least that.
And as I'm flushing, I'm not too worried. I just don't like it because I know the leca can be cleaner, you know?
Yes,
now,
yes,
normally
yes.
you
That
would tap
debris.
everything down and get everything settled, but there's nothing to settle here. I don't even think I need the little hook. She seems to be okay, as I'm not going to do much yanking or moving.
That didn't age
Normally
well.
I would take a little wire like this as well, and then wrap it around my steak.
I was going to do something with this podangas anyway. It had to come off that mount. So, please, nobody think that I am now looking back on this and thinking, oh, why did I do this for the sake of the video? And then, no. I was toying to put her into the self-watering anyway. I just got everything completely wrong.
So that would be our steak right here, and then I'd wrap it around the plant.
At least translate. Put a translation box on the top, like you do with Swahili.
Now, what I normally do as well, seeing as I don't need to.
What?
I know exactly what this little one is over here.
Yeah, the famous last words. Meanwhile, I would, but still.
Is put the label back in.
Yeah. Oh, that label. Let's move it forward a bit. Yeah.
But because I don't want water dropping around everywhere I go.
No, I'm not going to make an excuse. It was my mistake with that setup, with the ratio, everything. It was just wrong. But the label is from a nursery that I will not. Oop, hello. How did that? Oop, what is going on with the screen?
Forgetting where the holes are.
I don't know.
Water as I go.
Here we go. Not the label. That label from a nursery. Yes. Ooh, do we have a grudge?
This one has a ridge, so it's not going to go down all the way until I fiddle with it a bit more, which I will.
You should have done that before. We have evolved. We have evolved from then to now. We put in, on circumstances like this, we put the label in first and then pour leca around it, so we don't do the jiggling and all that nonsense. Improvement.
But I hope that this is somewhat an understanding. So there's microfiber in the bottom.
Okay, we saw that.
And wick up all the way to here because
we heard
I
that.
laid it over, and then I put the plant in, and then I filled up.
We saw all that.
And,
thank you very much for watching.
So those are the two
and
ways
yet there's another minute and 50 seconds left.
Microfiber when I repot. One instance is like this. Having them in a pot.
Recap. That's fair.
With straps.
Yeah, you can recap. Why not?
Reservoir.
Especially on a long video like this and somebody talking so slowly, you easily tend to forget what you said at the beginning.
But I want humidity to go as high as possible.
Okay. Yes.
So, Gloria, I hope that this is helpful.
And I so hope that you didn't leave me because of this. Actually, I don't even know if Gloria did leave me or didn't. I just haven't heard from her in a long time. In a long time. But I can tell you that, yeah, forgive me, but I tried. I love you, Gloria.
You can do something similar. If you have any questions, if I haven't covered everything to its
I think you did cover everything, just a little bit too long.
Feel free to let me know.
Oh my goodness, please.
Muchísimas gracias por tu pregunta. Agradezco mucho.
Oh, yes, of course, Gloria's. Yes.
Haciendo ahí
All
en
right.
YouTube.
Yes.
And everybody else, I also appreciate very much that you.
So instead of doing it twice, you could have put up a text box and then.
And how maybe I can improve my presentation. This was ad hoc. I had to do it because Gloria has been waiting.
That's my disclaimer.
A better place at the moment.
Right there.
My microphone is still in the mail.
My microphone is still in the mail, yes. And oh boy, we're going to review a video, I think, where you can see that mic. I'm not entirely sure.
As always.
But yes.
See you next time. Bye. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I was trying to answer Robert just and then I coughed and I didn't get the microphone muted. Why use a tall pot? I was thinking positively. Let me just do something here. I'll get back to the question there. Let me just do something here. And hold on a second. Okay. Because yesterday I was watching, when I saw some things, I was looking back and I was watching, I just didn't like what I had before. So I'm going to learn how to efficiently move from a stream, unless we want to watch another video, that I leave that up to anybody else. But I'm going to try and bring up a bloom to look at if we're going to have a chit chat without having this bubble look like it's about to burst, you know. It's a very great representation of myself. I also look like I'm about to burst. But, you know, like that Jumbo Mickey that was tied a little bit too tightly. Oh, yeah, that one's filled out. Okay, I used a tall pot, Robert, because I was thinking positively, and that's no joke. I thought that the Podangus roots would grow long, which they do. They're not really a branching root system. And I wanted roots to grow down and into the pot. And similar with my Mr. City, I used a very tall pot for that one as well. So yeah, that was the thinking, that it was all going to be okay and roots would just grow down. My Podangus right now is an active root growth, and I can telling you, at least I've got one new root going down into the lava rock, because it is concerning to see these gorgeous roots just go everywhere. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do with you. Anyway, so if you want, we can watch another video. If anybody wants to come up, if anybody has any questions, and if not, then, you know, I'm not going to be wasting your time. But I was hoping to hear from Trisha's Orchid Life. I know that she wanted to come up, and I don't know if she is around. I don't know if she's maybe listening or if it is still too soon for her. However, tomorrow, just one moment. Sorry about that. Tomorrow's live will shift 2 hours yet again for 10:30. And maybe then also Trish can come up and we can have a chinwag there. Trish is always so good at being on camera, so maybe she's going to show us something. I don't know. Now, I'm not making scheduling appointments for XYZ to come up. Like I said at the beginning, this is random. This is free for all. If Andy Land is still around listening, I'm going to use you as an example. And you say, can I come up? I want to tell you about XYZ. Just anything that happened in your orchid collection, whatever you want to share. Of course, I will put a link into the chat, and then you know, you come up. But yeah, if somebody says, for example, I would love to come up, but I can't on Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, I will try and then work my schedule around that person. So that works as well. If the algorithm isn't going to notice me, then who cares? By Saturday, I will be on at midnight 30, 12:30, midnight. That is my time. So you see, I'm switching 2-hour jumps and getting to the weekend on Saturday, because I'm hoping that Australia would be awake and for a Sunday morning chat, maybe, if they're up for it. I don't know. But I would love to see if that would work, because then by Sunday and Monday, I can already know which days to slot, which times, depending on the activity. Yeah. So that is the plan. And I'm going to now wait like 15 seconds, because we do have a lag. And if anybody wants to come up after 15 seconds, let me know. And if not, well, I'll tell you after 15 seconds. Okay. I don't know if that was 13 or 15. Who cares? Who cares? I want to say thank you so much for being here. Early days, early days. Let's hope that this takes off. I hope that it's fun for others. And well, I know I'm having a good time, but that's not the point of this exercise. So I really appreciate having you here. Thank you, everybody that did show up, and the replay crew, if you are going to be watching on replay, thank you so much. Remember that everything works on replay like a normal video. Put everything into the comments, any questions, any suggestions, anytime you might want to come up, let me know that in the comments. And don't forget to give this video a like or a dislike. But there's something I want to say. If you dislike the video, please let me know why. I have no problem if you expose yourself if you dislike the video. I want some feedback. That's what this is all about. I'm going to put these lives up. I want feedback, good and bad. So have a great day for those of you that have the rest of the day to go, and a wonderful cozy evening for those of you who are already at that point in your day. Thank you, everybody. Much love. On one condition, that's right, at the end of the video. One condition, you stay safe, please. Take care. Bye.